Good morning, everybody. So, we got some new machinery in this shop. I won't bore you with the whole story, but big thanks to Luke for hooking me up with this thing. I spotted this thing on Facebook Marketplace yesterday morning, a little bit of conversing back and forth with Luke, and I made a flying trip to Detroit yesterday afternoon, and turned into a long day. By the time I got it loaded, about dark. Got back, got unloaded. It was about midnight by the time I rolled back in. But anyways, this is a 1944 Monarch 10EE. I am really stoked to have this. I have been wanting a real precision lathe. Now, anybody who's watched the videos, you know we picked up that little Logan 10-inch, which is in really nice shape. But there's just, there's no comparison. I'm really happy to have that for Wiggles to learn on, but personally, I could use a little more legit lathe. Not knocking Logan's. My first lathe was a Logan, so I'm tickled that my son's is. But anyways, I really wanted a precision lathe, and I had pretty well settled on that I'd like either a Hardinge HLVH or a 10EE, and I was more interested in having a 10EE. Like, that definitely was my preference, but beggars can't be choosers. So anyway, this thing came along, and they gave me a really good deal on it. Once again, I really appreciate them hooking me up with it, and great guy to meet. So anyways, got her back home last night, unloaded. It needs a serious cleanup, but the basic rundown is the bed appears to be in really good shape. This one, I thought it was missing its motor generator system, and that's only because, you can laugh at me later if you want, I thought those were a separate unit. And so I got it home last night, pull this cover off, oh no, there's a motor generator unit in there. So, okay, I guess we're going to try and fix the old motor generator drive. I had originally thought it was going to get converted to a variable frequency drive, but I'm a stickler for originality if it's possible, so I'm going to have to monkey with this system and see if I can make it work again. But anyways, as you can see, it's got a turret assembly on it. That is quite unfortunate. This is an Enco turret assembly. It's not even original to the machine, and it looks to me like it's had some screwy adapting done in order to make it fit on here. So long and short of it is, I'm thinking this is going to get yanked off here. If anybody knows where there's an original Monarch tailstock that can be bought, hopefully without spending more than I paid for the whole lathe, I'd really like to find one and get it back on here. And also, if you guys, any of you have got some input, I believe I understand that there's two different center heights. I read something about the early ones only being a 12-inch swing. This one says it's 12.5. And if there's variations in that that are going to screw with me, I'd really love it if anybody knows anything about that. Give me some inputs. I don't want to be stupid and go, spend $600 on a tailstock or something and then find out it doesn't fit. But anyway, so it needs a lot of cleanup, but it looks like it's got the beginnings of a really awesome little lathe. So anyways, I'll be showing you guys video as we get stuff built. The only thing I've done to it so far is it's missing this lever, and I immediately got on eBay and found one of those for 29 bucks. So new lever is already on its way, and hopefully, we'll be off and cruising with this thing in no time. So anyways, I'll keep you guys posted as we move on with this project. But I just had to show you, I'm pretty excited if you can't tell. So as we get it cleaned up, and I'll probably do a good walk around of it later, but I got to get to work. I've actually got a job I got to do today. So when Wiggles comes in and starts cleaning on it, he's excited to mess with it. He's going to get to play with it, and I'm going to have to watch from across the shop as I'm working. So he's the one that gets to have the fun today. All right, I decided I better do at least a little bit of a walk around here. So you can see, been sitting a lot. It was actually, I believe, palletized and covered up sitting outdoors, but some surface rust and some corrosion. So this is the big DC motor that drives this thing. It's quite the monster. And then I guess I'm very ignorant of 10EEs. I haven't seen that many of them. I didn't realize that back gear was built into the motor on these. So that's the other reason that I'm realizing my original thought of variable frequency driving is not fantastic, because if I do that, I've got to figure out how to take that and mount it on the three-phase motor. So anyways, I'll let's see if I can get this. Anyway, here is the motor generator unit. Oh, by the way, this tag is funny. It says, if I can read it again. Says front side of motor greased 4/3/1969. So hopefully that's not the last time it was ever greased. I haven't even had that open yet. Can't get that one to pop open. But anyways, I'm pretty excited about this. You can see this thing had some nasty sludge in it. It's dripping because it bounced and rattled on the trailer on the way home and just blew that stuff all over the place. So anyhow, we're going to get to work on it over the next week or so and hopefully get her all up and humming. Oh, one other thing I'd be interested in, if anybody it's got this Pratt Bernard 6-jaw, and it's missing 3 of the jaws, so now it's a 3-jaw at the moment. I'd really love to find another set of jaws fed if anybody knows where there's some at. So, all right, well, you guys have a good one. I'll bring you back when we got more to show.